Welcome everybody to another episode of FanBoys. That's what you're getting this week. You know what it is. It's me, Zaga, with my co-host.
It's me, Nick. You already know what it is. And on this episode, we actually formulated a way to try to stay away from our normal dumpster fire that usually tends to roll down the street of between Connecticut and Oklahoma.
I have no idea what you even meant by that. I'm legitimately confused on what you mean by that.
For the simple fact that we are in two different states, two different time zones at that, and our dumpster can literally roll from where you are to where I am.
You're talking about the dumpster fire that is our show.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm so confused. See, listen, I've been smoking profusely. Listen, you know what, Nick? I haven't talked to you in a while. We're gonna start this show. We're gonna start the show with how you been, buddy? It's been a little bit. We haven't done a FanBoys. Actually, no. Last time we did was down the rabbit hole, but we recorded that like 3 weeks ago. We haven't recorded something in a while.
Yeah, no, I've just been making. We've stayed in contact through our group chat, and we have stayed pretty much sharing TikToks back and forth. And as of yesterday, I've been putting out more content, which actually got significant views, more than what I'm used to. So I think I'm starting to find my groove to put stuff out. So we'll see how that goes.
So you found a little bit of a groove, huh? Let's take a little bit. Let's take a look at Not So Notorious Nick. You should just change it. Not So Notorious Nick.
So just flop everything around.
Yeah, just flop it around. Nick _ Not So Notorious. Come on, you're Not So Notorious Nick. You're Triple N. There's Triple H. Look at you. You're averaging thousands of views.
That's in the past 2 days.
Yeah, good for you. I'm impressed. You're doing better than the show. I had just the one TikTok that did pretty okay, but everything else looked like shit. It was like 300, 400 views. So I'm proud of you. Good job, buddy.
You gotta. You know what? I don't know what it is, and I'll take it for what it's worth. Like I said, I came across somebody. I think I sent it to you. It was when you create something don't second guess yourself. It doesn't matter if it's shit or whatever. Just still post it because it's gonna find its way to someone, and for all you know, that person could share it, and then it just boom, blow up exponentially. And so I have one cringe video that I made yesterday, but it's still got like 700 views. It's still getting like a little bit of attention, but I'll take it.
That's a good shit. Yeah. No, what was I going to say here? So let me tell you about the last couple of days for me. I have been nonstop. I am exhausted. I legitimately did not wake up until about 12:30 today.
Jesus.
Yeah, no, let's see. Well, I don't know. This last week, my boss was on vacation, so I didn't pretty much have a day off. I worked pretty much every day. Even on my day off, I went into the office. When I got out of the office, I had to run errands, get my hair cut, get my hair did. Had to, because I'm not bald anymore. I have hair now. It's crazy because I feel like we haven't recorded like frequently. So like I was bald one week at one episode, and then the next episode I have hair.
You're like a chia pet.
I am, dude. Like, realize I just got a haircut on Thursday. This was bald. There's a lot of hair there already. I've had to shave 5 times already. It's annoying.
But yeah, so what is it? You have very prominent hair follicles. Yeah, there's a word for it. I'm not picking.
Yeah, like my hair is super thick. They're just spread out apart. It's like I don't have dense hair. I have thin hair. Like I'm not balding. But, so yeah, obviously Thursday I had a ton of errands to do, and I worked. Friday, worked all day. What did we do? What did I do when we got home? Oh my God, we did something. I forgot what me and Ellie did. We did something. And then yesterday I had off. So, yesterday I had off, which usually I work on Saturdays, but I wasn't off because we had to be out of the house by 9 o'clock. To go drive 2.5 hours to Salem to go meet with our wedding coordinator. And then we had to go an hour and a half north to her friend's house to get ready for a ball. We went to a masquerade ball. it was for like some charity benefit thing for for a dog shelter, which was kind of nice. It was for a good cause.
Please tell me that even though it was a masquerade ball, that you guys did not sacrifice anything.
No, we looked good. You didn't see the picture on Facebook? On Facebook? Wow, that was crack.
Yeah, no, I saw it. I saw the picture, and to be honest, I thought that was an older picture because you actually had hair.
Yeah, right. And for those at home, if you can see, there you go. See, you can see it right there. We look good. But yeah, so we went to the ball, going to the ball, that was another hour drive. And then after the ball was another 2.5 hour drive back home.
Mm.
Yeah, we did it was almost 8 hours of driving.
And how much of that did Ellie sleep on the way home?
Actually, surprisingly, she was a trooper. She stayed up for almost the entire drive home. And I know this because I was doing, car karaoke like you're supposed to do. And I was getting frustrated because I lost my voice during the Super Bowl. And if you guys haven't seen that, go back to the last episode and watch me go through my emotions. And then the last 30 seconds of the episode, you can just go to the last minute of the episode. You'll see me screaming at the top of my lungs because the Chiefs won the Super Bowl.
And in full disclosure, everybody, he doesn't know this, but there was an unspoken agreement that we won't be talking anything about football in this episode. You're welcome.
Yeah, like that's not going to get brought up at some point. So yeah, I was singing along and my voice just kept cracking and I was getting frustrated. And then I just heard her, no, you're fine. You're fine. It's a hard song to sing. It's okay. I'm like, no, I can sing it.
Start it over.
No, you don't. I don't start it over. You mess up the lyrics, next song, that's it. Song's ruined.
Oh, see, I'm completely different. If I screw up the song, I will start it over. Like if I hit a note wrong, I'm like, nope, run it back. I feel like it's the scene from Straight Outta Compton when they show Eazy-E singing the first time singing Boys in the Hood. And where he was messing up cruising down the street in My Six Foe. They started over each time. That's exactly what I do when I'm singing karaoke in my car, whether it be to work, home, wherever it might be. If I fuck up the song, I start it over. That's just my rule. I know everyone's different, and I know you can remix the song depending on how you feel. If I'm drunk, I will remix it.
Interesting. See, yeah, I don't remix the songs. So, just like every other, guy like myself who loves hip hop, at one point in my life, I thought I could be a rapper. I just don't rap no more. No, I was thinking about actually, it depends. I want to know if the people would find this funny. If Copper and I made a country hip hop song together,
1000%.
It would be funny. It would be purely comical. But here's the kicker. I'll sing the country, he'll rap.
Okay, hear me out. If this goes through, and for whatever higher being that everybody that listens to this prays to, talks to, whatever it may be, I want you guys to dive deep into the depths of the interwebs, and I want you to look up Froggy Fresh, and I want you guys to understand that if Copper and Log do this,
Froggy Fresh,
this is it's exactly who they are going to be, but on a lower end scale, but a funnier scale. And
I would no. See, I plan to be. Have you listened to Dixon Dallas before?
Yeah, I know.
We're going full Dixon Dallas. Full Dixon Dallas. Oh my god. I have a story to tell you, by the way, and this is actually hysterical. And
and there goes the Funko.
Oh, there goes the Funko. So, before I tell the story, because this is just hysterical, because you started talking about like Spotify and stuff like that. I just want y'all to know at home, I have Easter eggs set up throughout the entire episode. I have 3. Was it 3? 3, yeah. I have 3 Easter eggs every episode I will have. Y'all need to figure out what they are. Now, first one is, can you find Spunky? Spunky is from Rocko's Modern Life. It is the dog. I have a little toy of him. He hides in every episode. Second was, can you guess what the Funko Pop is? But I guess we're not going to find that out because I'm going to have to go get that in a minute. And third is, can you figure out what comic book is behind me? Every week I'm going to change it. Now, obviously, Mr. Nick knows because he's jealous, but
I was just going to say, just a little hint, everybody, if you've been listening, you know that if something ever happens to Zaga, that it's not in his will, but I have it documented on my phone that I do inherit said comic. if there is anything to ever happen to Zog, whether it be accidental or assisted.
Oh yeah, I'm pretty sure he's gonna try to kill me on my wedding day.
Well, I didn't get anthrax in my wedding invitation, so we're good.
That should mean like it's a peace treaty.
I don't know, but I felt like there was I don't know. I think you might have dragged your balls across my wedding invitation, and I don't know it yet.
Well, it wasn't an invitation yet. That was just a save the date, buddy.
Oh, potato, tomato, same thing.
Yeah, the save the date is just to let you know, hey, I'll get you the details later. But
okay, that's good because I can't find a flight or anything to Salem.
Yeah, no, you got to fly to Boston.
Oh, I get to go to Boston?
Yeah, you get to see the Kaz and the khakis and...
Oh, fuck, is fucking Tom Brady gonna be there? Fucking Mark Wahlberg?
No, we're not talking about Mark Wahlberg. Have you seen his TikTok ads? Have you seen his TikTok ads yet? Mark Wahlberg is promoting a Christian meditation app.
Wow, that is completely left field.
I am dead serious. I don't know where this came from because last time I saw, he was cursing and making fart jokes with that.
Well, I mean, yeah,
that just has him. Someone drink the Joel.
No, it's fucking Joel Osteen, man.
I mean, he's definitely getting paid a lot of money to do this too.
I mean, Marky Mark and the Funky Bunch, man. I mean, he'll do anything for a little bit, do something strange for a little bit of change, my guy.
So yes, if you guys can find the Easter eggs every week, you can guess what the Funko Pop this is, what comic book this is, and if you can find Spunky, he's always going to be somewhere in the shot. So you guys have fun with that. Comment below if you guys find it. To the story though. So at the ball, by the way. So I pulled a prank on somebody, and this was kind of mean, and I know it's mean, but I'm so happy I did this talking about Dixon Dallas. So for those of you who don't know, Dixon Dallas is an artist on TikTok who blew up because he made an alter ego of himself who's a gay cowboy, and he sings gay country music. Verbatim, the song goes as the good Lord says, he's bouncing off of my booty cheeks.
Oh yeah, sing it, sister.
He's bouncing off my booty cheeks. I love you.
Right.
Oh my God. So at this fur ball last night, we're sitting there, and I went on to Spotify.
Wait a minute, did you just refer to this thing as a fur ball?
That's what they called it. It was called the fur ball. We got souvenir champagne glasses. It says the first annual fur ball.
Okay.
It's for a dog shelter. It's for a dog shelter.
That's creative. That's creative. Anyways, continue.
So we're at the ball, and I was on Spotify for something to show somebody something from the episode from one of the shows. And it says, do you want to join this jam? And it says, this man's name is Adam. Do you want to join his jam? And I'm like, don't tell me the DJ is using Spotify. I was like, you know what? Let me go ask, because I don't want to be that guy. So I went up there and asked my brother, is this you? And he was like, no, I don't use Spotify, blah, 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 blah. Easy enough. I'm like, all right, it is a complete stranger just listening to music right now. Do I play Dixon Dallas? And everyone at the table was like, no, don't do it. And half of them were like, yeah, do that. So I joined his jam, and I was listening to, I let it go 2 songs to see if did they realize that I'm capable of joining their stuff. They didn't realize. Nobody knew. I looked at their music taste too, a little Beyonce and a little Adele. So they were in their feels a little bit, you know? So I was like, what better way to pick them up by putting on a great song called Good Looking by Dixon Dallas. And they didn't even skip it. The whole song played. I was about to give them a whole playlist for the whole night, and I was told no. Ellie yelled at me. We could have had an even better story, because I'm pretty sure this was a cook, and if the cook came out from the back trying to find out who was fucking with his music, would have been the greatest thing in the whole night.
I've seen videos of people that have done it. What's funny is when people play that song in a very red conservative state, i.e. Oklahoma or Texas, mainly Texas, is where they will be at a country bar, and someone will take over Touch Tunes, and everyone knows how Touch Tunes works. So people will load it up.
What is Touch Tunes? I never heard of that.
You never. Okay, so Touch Tunes is the equivalent of a modern day jukebox.
So like, what do? Like download an app or something?
Yeah, you download the app and you load it. You type in your credit card to your phone, and you can load up songs, and you can pay extra to bump a song up and stuff like that. There are times that people have loaded up a playlist of like, okay, well, for example, I've seen people load up Creed, Nickelback, just annoying songs. Which, full disclosure, Nickelback and Creed are never annoying songs, but I know how people feel about it because the internet told you to hate said bands. Anyways, these people have loaded.
I'm Team Creed, Team Nickelback. I'm all for it.
Always.
I love toxicity.
Side note, I am seeing Creed in November with 3 Doors Down.
Oh, so you better bring back a lot of content for me to edit and make a whole episode out of.
I got my seats were only like $35 because I had a promo code. My seats are in the nosebleeds, but the way the arena is set up, I'm still seeing Creed and fucking 3 Doors Down. So I'm not upset by any means. It's to the side of the stage, but the way they're gonna have the stage set up, I'll be able to see everything clearly. Either way, I'm there to see it live because you never know when you get to see Creed again. They might not ever play again after this. Who knows?
Oh, probably not. I mean, people do hate them tremendously. Seriously, I mean,
yeah, I mean.
In all honesty, they're really not a great band, but some of their songs they just slap, and I'm for it. Now the good thing, are you gonna go around with the little hand and your little microphone and ask people some questions? See, your my Funko Pop fell, and your little toy fell. We're not allowed to have
action figure. Action figure. It is not a toy. It is an action figure.
What action?
Right. Huh?
What action is it doing other than falling off of your desk?
Judging you.
Is what it's doing? Okay.
Anyways, I never thought about bringing the microphone and recording people at the Creed concert. I don't know if they will allow that at the stadium because, you know, we live in a society where, fuck this toy, okay. We live in a society where the main stuff that you can bring is like a phone, your bag, keys. I don't know if they will allow me to record outside, like during where you look at sessions and stuff like that are. I'll probably look into that. That's actually not a bad idea.
You can't just have professional photography. That's it. You can just use your phone. There's going to be streamers at every fucking place that they go to.
Like, actually, that's not a bad idea. Getting drunk. You have fun from Creed. Dude, I'm gonna have all the divorced dads. Oh yeah, all the divorced dad rock is gonna be there. You got 3 Doors Down. You got Creed. You have beer. It's a swimming pool of great content.
See, I feel bad for you because this summer, Avril Lavigne is. Well, I feel bad for you because Avril Lavigne is coming to Hartford, and so we're going to see that. And see, you're gonna see all the divorced dads. I'm gonna see all the millennial emo girls.
Hey, if you just by chance, if you find a single one up there, send her my info. I
wish I had a button for like a dancing for those date shows. Come on down. No, our price is right. Number one behind the door here is a single man from Oklahoma City. He is the Oklahomie, as some would call him. Ladies, let's give a round of applause for the Oklahomie.
Oh, that is not the intro I was expecting.
I hit the wrong button.
Yeah, no, you definitely hit the wrong button. That would definitely raise.
This.
Yeah, no, that we're gonna ride with the Pornhub intro. Yeah, that one's okay.
We need a sound.
Okay. So guys, we've actually already. I take back what I said at the beginning of the episode. We have actually already started greasing up the wheels, and the dumpster fire has already started rolling. So I do apologize for what has already happened. We actually do have.
I'll fuck this up. I'm so sorry.
We do have topics, but I mean, the reason me and Zaga get so off topic is because he and I are honestly I feel like we're not that far from the same cloth of in which we are cut from. And so, Zaga and I get along very well.
I didn't work. I mean, your people ain't work on no goddamn railroad, so you better watch what the fuck you say next.
I know what may come across as if I'm not in the Discord that often, but like what you guys see online and stuff like that, Zaga and I look like we're siblings bickering back and forth. But in reality, Zaga and I have very high respect for one another. Zaga is very creative, and he is one of the hardest workers of the NFA family. We appreciate everything that he does, because none of us are.
It's nice. I don't get that very often. Thank you.
We are definitely not. We're too far off on the spectrum to do what he does. I can do my best, but that's about it. But no, Zog and I, we have mutual respect for one another. We both bring a lot of different things to the table and stuff like that, and we genuinely enjoy each other's interaction regardless. Like, if he has an idea, he bounces it off of me, and vice versa. If he has an idea of something that I should do, he pitches it to me, and 9 times out of 10, I've either taken it into consideration, already thought about it, because honestly, I feel like there's like a string that is somehow attached from Oklahoma to Connecticut of our single cell brains and became 2 cells. I don't know. He and I just we meshed together.
Hard millennial pause, buddy.
Yeah,
that was a very hard millennial pause. Have you seen lagged? Yeah, you real life lagged. You said, you for us a probably good like 2-3 seconds. I'm just staring at you on the screen here, and I'm just like, I love what he's saying, but I don't know where this is going next. The suspense is killing me.
Oh, there's not really any suspense. It's just the fact that like this, we say that we're going to stay on topic and stuff like that, and we try our damnedest to stay on topic, which, you know, we understand that how podcasts work and stuff like that is that you don't necessarily have to stay on a topic per se, and people genuinely like the banter going back and forth with one another because they like organic chemistry, and that's what Zaga and I actually have, and that's another reason why Zaga and I have stayed in connection with one another and have got this ball rolling for the NFA network and the different shows and stuff like that, is because we mesh so well together. Just like with everyone else in the NFA fam, whether it be people that actually host a show to the people that are working behind the scenes, like Carly,
Linda,
and don't tell me, Jen. They all work very hard behind the scenes for stuff that we are not able to do. Also, a lot of them, aside from Carly, are on different time zones, i.e. you guys live in the UK, so you guys, like, your time zone is, I don't understand it. It's in another dimension.
Yeah, but you're an hour away. Like, you're an hour off, and that still fucks me up. Like, every time you're like, oh, my time or your time, it's always my time, because I cannot do the math on your time.
Let alone it's only an hour, so like basic math, but I'm a C average student in math, so I get it.
If I lived in any other time zone, I'd be so screwed, because like I'm so happy that TV, it's always, 7 p.m. for you standard time. Perfect. If I lived, I don't even need to think about it. If I lived in like your time zone, I'd have to be like Eastern Standard Time minus add 1. Well, why am I doing
root X minus Y?
Doing algebra. Okay. Let's get on track here, right? Let's actually do a show. So the reason why we actually wanted to do an episode this week, because a lot of cool things are happening. First things first, I talked about it a little bit in the last episode because it was a live breakdown of the Super Bowl, but a very special trailer dropped on the Super Bowl, right?
I wouldn't say trailer, definitely teaser. It was just the tip, if you will.
Ooh, we're getting right into it.
Oh yeah, right into it. And that teaser would be none other than the one that we've been actually waiting on and hoping for, that got pushed back, and luckily it comes out this year in July, which none other than the fucking make the chimichangas himself, Wade Wilson, is blessing himself upon the screen once more for Deadpool 3. I'm sorry, Deadpool and Wolverine, or as Hugh Jackman would say, Wolverine an asshole.
Yeah, so Wolverine an asshole. Surprisingly, I've been listening to a lot of Hugh Jackman. I don't know why. Greatest Showman has been on repeat lately. I don't know if I'm just excited for, Deadpool and Wolverine, or I'm just enamored by the man's vocal cords. But I'm very.
I think you just like that movie in general because you've talked about it a lot.
No, I talk about Hamilton a lot. Hamilton is my shit.
You're right. Never mind. Yeah, you're right. Never mind. Yeah,
that's the other Broadway show. But yeah, no. So I mean, there was a lot to break down in that trailer. I mean, fuck, I don't even know where to begin. I mean, the fact that he made a pegging joke. He made a pegging joke.
Oh no, he made a pegging joke in reference with Disney. You can't put pegging and Disney in the same sentence.
Let alone at this fucking Super Bowl.
I don't know. Super Bowl, it's Super Bowl. I give that. But Disney,
You can allow that in the trailer? That's crazy. That's fucking nuts that they did that.
Ballsy.
Allowed that. Yes.
And Disney did give Ryan Reynolds full creativity when it came, because they know that Deadpool is a very mature rated comic character. And so, I mean, they gave him free reins to an extent. They did pretty much want him to bring stuff to their attention, like, before you drop it, let us see, and we'll bring it to the board. We'll go about it this way, which, going off of past experiences, everyone says that Ryan Reynolds is very hard to work with because his creative differences. I don't think that he's very hard to work for. He's just very passionate about the Deadpool character because the way it was botched by Fox, he has now revamped it and made it exactly the way Deadpool should be since Deadpool 1, without a doubt.
So, quick question. In the beginning of the trailer, you see him with hair. He's wearing a wig. He looks like a little kid. What movie are they referencing? Because he's obviously referencing a movie from his childhood. That, like, obviously, like, one of those iconic. Was it The Goonies, or what was it? Was it, though? I don't know. He referenced, it's a movie. I know, I've seen the scene. I just don't remember what the movie was. Like, I'm dumbfounded on it. So,
to be honest, I'm not 100% sure. I just thought that he was trying to live in more of a normal life, and so he got a wig to kind of fit more into the society and stuff like that. And I didn't know it was a wig until they pulled it off. I'm gonna be honest with you. I thought he somehow grew hair through the cancer and stuff like that, or the cancer that he did have, that the agent that Ajax gave him killed it, but made him super killed all his hair follicles, surprisingly.
So the other question is now too is, I don't know if you noticed, the TVA from Loki is in this movie, and it's a major part of the movie. But if you notice something, the suits of the TVA don't match what was in Loki.
They don't. So, but here's why. Here's my theory as to why. So I'm fully convinced that the TVA that we see in the Deadpool teaser trailer is the TVA that came after Loki season 2 finale. And I say that because if you go back and watch the trailer, when they show down the hall of the TVA, there is a mural in the very background that is depicted that is the same mural that is in season 2 of Loki. I can't remember what it's called, but it's the same symbol. It is the same mural. And that was at the end of season 2 of Loki. And that is what it makes it. We know it's canon, but it shows where it is in the time line. But in the multiverse saga, we know time is irrelevant at the moment.
Yeah, there was a lot of little goodies in that teaser trailer. Though. Him saluting Captain America was fucking hysterical. Him calling himself Marvel Jesus was the best thing. I want that as
okay. See, this is what I go back to the fact of when I say that Zog and I are like we have one brain cell apiece, and there's a string, because I was just telling someone at work the other day, I said I want to find the exact image that I want, and I wanted to say I am Marvel Jesus, and I want to start making content with
Deadpool as Jesus. Deadpool, like, I want Funko Pop Deadpool in a white gown with a fake beard and long hair in Deadpool mask, and just says Marvel Jesus.
Hold on, but if you're gonna go that route, we need to make sure that he has the thorn crown, for he is Marvel Jesus.
Exactly.
I fucking love that.
The fact that he said that, because I mean, and this is Marvel playing it smart too, right? Because they know that they're in a little bit of a downturn. They're not doing as well as they should be. Their movies are not being talked about in a positive light. So you have Deadpool saying that, it's acknowledging that you've been coming out with trash, and putting that in the teaser trailer too, because maybe Ryan Reynolds said that in the movie, and Disney's just like, you know what, put that out there, we're gonna acknowledge it.
I mean, it's very possible. I'm also not one of those people that believes that how you see on TikTok and everyone's like, oh, the MCU is in shambles. I don't necessarily believe that it's in shambles. The fact of that, I mean, they have come out.
They're losing hundreds of millions of dollars a year, like lately.
Like, yeah, but they've already changed their algorithm. They're already changing their algorithm. They've already said like going into 2024, we're getting two Marvel movies and maybe a show. I think it should be 2 movies, 2 shows to make it equal. That's just me. I feel like that should be equal balance. It adds to the story, but they're also going to be focusing more on the characters rather than the story. Like, they're going to still do the story, but they're going to give more depth into the characters that help build up the story.
I think the problem Marvel has, or the problem Marvel's having right now, is that how do I put this? There's too many characters, and they're trying to broaden the spectrum too much, too quickly. Yeah, you realize what did the original Avengers give us? It gave us six heroes originally, and then that was it.
Yeah.
It was 6. It was 6 of them. It was just 6 of them from the start. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
Right now, think about how many heroes we have. There's like 20 of them, bro. Miss Marvel, Captain Marvel, Spectrum. You have and like this. I'm just gonna go off the generic MCU right now, right? Loki, Thor, still, Hulk. You got She-Hulk. You have Hawkeye. You have Lady Hawkeye, Kate Bishop. You have dude, like, there's just too many. There's like 20 people, and then you're just still adding more with the Fox contract ending and these guys being able to be used in the MCU. You're just spreading yourself thin instead of developing specific characters, diving in. So yeah, you know what? Shang-Chi was a great introduction. Maybe instead of an intro movie, you do an intro series. And then at the end of a movie, you give a little teaser, little post-credit scene of him chiming in. And you're like, oh my God, I can't wait to see him in the movie now interacting with them. Because imagine Shang-Chi was a great movie. Don't get me wrong, I love that movie. Imagine that as a series now. Well, now you can expand that universe, build up. Like, we didn't need a full TV series of Loki, but it was amazing, right? But here's the thing: if you gave me that for some of these newer characters that we're not familiar with, that we're not so much, all knowing on, to let us learn, love them, get to know them a little better. Because realize Guardians of the Galaxy, for the first hour of the movie, it was all introductions of everybody, and in the last 20 minutes, they got together and did something. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I think Disney needs to start doing. If you're going to keep expanding the universe, which, yeah, that's great. Expand it. Give us some more. But like Wanda, perfect example, right? Let's use WandaVision, for example. Wanda, we didn't know too much about her from the movies. It was just like she was only on screen time, very minimal at times, right? We just knew she had powers. She would pop in and out. She had a thing for vision. She from, Sokovia. Her brother died. Like, we just got little tidbits. Watching the whole series, now we have a little bit more understanding of who she is, what she went through, a lot of different things like that. Perfect. I love the character more. So when she came back in for Doctor Strange and Multiverse of Madness, now I'm excited. You built a hype around her story to match that movie. Versus Miss Marvel was not a good TV series. A lot of people didn't like it.
But it did open up it did open up other avenues that are to come.
But I don't know. I just feel like they could do so much better, and they're trying to pander, and that's sort of the thing I hate too. Is like, I get it. I'm all about inclusion. Trust me. I cried when I saw Shang-Chi. Seeing an Asian superhero was amazing. I can only imagine how the little Indian girls feel seeing Kamala Khan on the big screen. So I get that. I understand that, but. Stop, let's focus on these stories. Let's grow these characters. Let us develop an attachment to these characters so that way when we do eventually see them die on camera, we're hurt like we were with Iron Man, Captain America, right? Because you can't tell me you didn't cry in the theaters when Iron Man's little heart was floating in that lake and they panned over everything.
I still cry to this day when I watch it at home.
That's an version. That's what I'm saying. And Spider-Man, right? When Tom Holland said,
I don't feel so good, Mr. Stark.
I don't feel so good, Mr. Stark. Often
I didn't tear up. I will say I didn't tear up the whole Captain America being old. I didn't tear up on that one.
Oh, but when you saw him dancing with Peggy, you felt it in your heart. You felt lonely as a motherfucker, didn't you?
Okay, that was a cheap shot, but okay. That was a cheap shot. That was you had that one loaded. You had that one loaded. I do not appreciate that. That was a loaded. God damn it.
I'm sorry.
Anyways.
Okay.
I will say about the trailer, the teaser for Deadpool. All in all, I will say I do like the fact that all they had shown of Wolverine is the blurred image of him approaching Wade, and they only show the shadow of him when his claws come out. I'm so happy that we have not.
You saw the suit.
Yeah, but he was in a blurred vision.
Yeah,
and that's what I love about it. Like, it builds the anticipation. Granted, we've all seen the behind the scene photos that have leaked online, and I absolutely love it. It looks comic accurate, and the helmet is to be top tier.
Let me ask you this. What are you most excited for in the movie? Based off of this trailer.
Yeah. That's honestly, I'm ready to see the interaction of him and Wolverine, because how he talked about it in Deadpool 1, he was upset about it in Deadpool 2, and now we're coming full circle, and he's getting exactly what he wanted, what the audience has been wanting. Well, and we finally get to see it, and so it's coming to reality, and that's what I'm excited to see, and I'm excited to see where they go with it. It's just unsure where they're going to go with it. I don't have any doubt that it's going to be phenomenal, but I'm definitely excited to see a live action Hugh Jackman version that's back as Wolverine, and Ryan Reynolds Deadpool finally coming together. We've always wanted it to happen since Deadpool, the original ones, and now we're getting it.
You want to know what I'm excited for?
Please do not disappoint me.
I am so excited for the girlfriend of the Super Bowl champion Travis Kelce, Miss Taylor Swift, coming in Deadpool 3. She's going to be there. It's confirmed. She is going to be there. Leaks have come out. It's happening.
I hope. If she's in it, I hope to God it is not who I think it is.
I forgot who it was. I don't care. The Queen, Taylor Swift, will be there. I am so excited. She is on it. You know what? You know why everyone hates it? Because this is a true power couple. Everybody wanted it to be a Bennifer.
Couple my ass.
What do you mean? She wins Grammys the week before he wins a Super Bowl.
She sacrifices people.
She's 100% going to be in the number 1 movie in America this year. That movie's definitely going to crack $1 billion. She's dude, she brought $400 million in marketing revenue. Just her alone.
Don't care. Anyways, back to the trailer.
Yes. Back to the trailer. No. Seriously, I'm excited. I'm just excited to see. I want to see the fourth wall breaks. Because from what I'm gathering, like all the stuff that's coming out about like where Deadpool's going to be in the MCU now, they're saying that he's going to be more of like an Easter egg kind of guy. He's just going to be popping in, breaking the fourth wall, and then leaving. He's going to be like the new Stan Lee and have his cameos in every movie,
as it should be. I think that's exactly how it should be.
But there is rumors that he's going to be tied in with Spider-Man at some point too.
Well, yeah, you gotta have Team Red.
Yes, and we have to wait till Tom Holland's a little bit older for that, I think, because there are some different.
Tom Holland rides out with that. Is the thing is, I don't think Tom Holland is gonna. So he wants to send the character. He's doing a Chris Hemsworth. He wants to give Peter Parker a proper send off. He's honestly tired of playing Spider-Man.
I have up here, I have the entire omnibus of the entire Deadpool Spider-Man series, and I've read it, and there's just some too raunchy stuff in there that I don't think Disney's ready to do just yet.
They're not. They probably won't ever go that route, which is fine. We do have the comics for that, and we do kind of see interactions during the animated series, but that's really about probably we're all going to get. Even on the animated series, they nerfed it so down because it was a kid's show. I get it, but I know you've seen the behind the scene photos, how there's different variants of Deadpool that we're going to encounter. Like there's
Blake Lively's going to be in it too. Blake Lively's going to be in it too. I'm so excited for it.
I think she'll
love seeing the ladies.
I think she'll play Lady Deadpool, which makes sense. You have her husband, you have Ryan Reynolds, our husband, playing Deadpool, and then you have his wife playing Lady Deadpool. It just, I mean, if you don't, I don't know, that just makes the most sense to me, because you've seen in the teaser where, and I'm sure everyone has seen the leaks online, where they freeze framed it and the gloves do not match Wade Wilson's Deadpool gloves.
And Deadpool does not use Uzis.
Nope, he uses pistols. And who uses Uzis? Lady Deadpool. And if you don't believe me, please crawl out from under your rock, go grab a comic book. You will understand. You will see the difference. It is all there in Marvel fashion colors, not in black and white. I can't say that, so.
Oh, ladies and gentlemen, this is what is called a segue. The reason why I brought up Spider-Man, because that moves me on to my next film that I want to talk about. Now, on Valentine's Day, how was your Valentine's Day, buddy?
Actually, you know what? It was good. I did it solo because I know what you're trying to do. You're trying to bring it down.
I'm empowering you. I'm empowering you. Listen, I have gone to the movies by myself on a Valentine's Day before. I have taken my ass out to dinner by myself before when I was single. I love it.
Cheap. So much cheaper.
It's nice. Like I sit there, I scroll on my phone, I watch some videos, put a little earbud in. It's just me time. I'm just zoning out, chilling. It's nice.
That's exactly what I did. I took myself to an Irish pub. I had me a burger. It was burger night, so the burgers went from $12 to $5. Got that. Enjoyed a nice beer. Shoved it.
Right. See, now you don't feel guilty. Now you don't feel guilty going.
Oh, I didn't feel guilty from the get-go.
That's what I'm saying. Now you don't feel guilty going for a cheap dinner. Like if I take my wife out to a cheap dinner, I feel like I feel guilty. Like I should step it up here.
Nah, fuck that. I don't feel fuck that. If I take anyone on a date, especially first date, it's gonna be cheap or free. I don't care. It's gonna be cheap or free.
That's funny. That could
be your jobs. No, it's not. No, it is not.
All right. So
no, it is not.
So you went and saw a movie on Valentine's Day. I know this because you posted it on Facebook.
I did.
How was Madam Web?
Okay, so I will start off by saying Screen X. If you've not seen a movie in Screen X yet, Zaga,
what is Screen
Go watch them. Okay, pull it up on your computer.
Oh, go ahead. Got you. This is one of those things that where you can. It's like when you jailbreak a Fire Stick, right?
Not really.
Oh, I thought
so. Screen X is pretty much it's 3 screens. What they have is there's a projector to your right, a projector to your left, and a projector in the back. And what this is we all know how IMAX is, where it's enhanced sound, enhanced picture quality, and stuff like that. Which IMAX is usually what you want to see all the high-end movies on. It's absolutely phenomenal. Well, as of last year, I believe Screen X made a debut, and it started to roll out across the nation. And well, there's one close to me, and I went and saw it. So what it is you feel like you are absolutely immersed inside of the movie. You are seeing way more of the movie, and it's like it takes on your peripherals, and you feel like you are in the fucking movie.
It gives you like a 360 view. It's like you're watching it at the Sphere in Vegas.
Exactly. And it is so fucking cool. And honestly, Madam Web was not that great of a movie, so I want to see a movie that's actually worth like really, really good. But seeing Madam Web and Screen X was still very interesting to watch, just to get the experience. And I got the ticket for really cheap. But I'm gonna be honest with you. I went and saw Madam Web for one reason, two reasons only. One,
Dakota Johnson.
And I'm not gonna wrong. One, I love Spider-Man lore, so of course, being a Spider-Man fan, you understand the whole Madam Web concept. You want to see how this is going to play out.
Cartoons from the Amazing Spider-Man cartoon. I remember she was a big deal. She pulled the strings to the Spider-Verse.
Right. It was the very first Spider-Verse. And so my second reason is none other than Sydney Sweeney herself. Those are my only 2 reasons I want to go watch that movie.
I actually don't know who the hell Sydney Sweeney is. And I feel like I'm a little lost on that one.
I fell in love with her on Euphoria. Euphoria is what set me off on her. And then
Oh,
she is very, very attractive. But those were my two reasons to go watch this movie. Now, to dive into that movie a little bit, what they show you in the trailer, you have a whole different concept of when you go into that movie and then what is actually played. And I say that by meaning you thought that you were going to see 3 Spider Women. You do not. This is an origin movie. The scenes that are shown of said Spider Women are visions from the future of what they are to become. And during the whole movie, the Spider-Man that is from Wish is the one that's trying to kill them to prevent them from becoming Spider Women. But I mean, the very minimum scenes that you get to see these actresses as their comic book characters, it's phenomenal. I thought they looked great. The costumes were good. I am biased of it. The dialogue, shit. The script, shit. The fight scenes, very minimum. And it was just very practical. It was more or less like the Sisterhood of the Traveling Pants, but with superheroes in a sense.
Yeah, so I wanted to hear your take on it because I've heard nothing but terrible things. I have creator after creator just bash this movie and say everything from the dialogue to the CGI to everything that was just like it was just that bad of a movie. And it's funny because I was telling Ellie that, like how this was getting terrible reviews and stuff. And she was like, it's fucking bullshit. I'm like, what? I didn't understand. She was like, how come all the fucking chick films just keep sucking? And I'm like that. Like, I don't know. Like, can I feel bad?
Marvels didn't suck. The Marvels didn't suck.
I didn't hate the Marvels, but I know it's not like it's getting raving reviews on Rotten Tomatoes, Nick.
Okay, I don't base my shit off of Rotten Tomatoes. And so and
the general consensus is what I'm saying, like the overall view of it. I don't think it sucked. I enjoyed the movie. I don't think it's a great movie. No. But I don't think it's, like I enjoyed Black Panther, but I feel like it could have been better. I didn't like
I mean, that's any movie.
But like, I don't know. Like she was just like, why does it suck? And the only thing I think it was like, like a lot of like I when I look at these directors, right? Like, so here's one of the things, and I think one of the reasons why these movies end up being so poor, and not like just a lot of not women superhero movies, but just the subpar superhero movies you've been getting. Like for example, look at Dave Filoni, right, on Star Wars,
the Messiah, the next prophecy of Star Wars,
right? You look at him, and he directed all of The Mandalorian, right? What's one thing that is behind the scenes that he talks about all the time? How much he adored Star Wars as a child. How much he read the comics. He read the lore. He would, immerse himself in that universe. Then you have Jon Favreau, director of Iron Man. Same thing. Read all the comic books. Loved all that stuff. And then you get these directors now who they're like, "Oh, did you read the comic books when you were a kid?" No, I'm doing research now on it. It's like, the movie's gonna be garbage unless you have that passion behind it. Like this is a perfect segue to the next topic that I want to talk about because I'm not spending too much time on Madam Web. But you look at Avatar: The Last Airbender, right? When I found out that the directors and the writers weren't like, didn't obsess about the TV series, the cartoon, I'm like, I don't know how good it's gonna be, but we're gonna dive into that one next. But I think that's the problem we're getting with a lot of these superhero movies and nerd movies, whether it's DC, whether it's Marvel, whether it's Sony doing fucking Marvel films, that they're getting writers and directors who didn't idolize this stuff. You get guys like me and you to, with a $400 million budget, I guarantee you we're going to put out the greatest product we could. And we wanted to make sure it's something that fans would love. Not about trying to be creative or trying to find a good story. No, it's like, we watch this, we know this, like, we don't need to change the story. The story was great when it was written. Let's just turn it into a script. And I don't know, like look at Miles Morales. Like, Miles Morales was made by somebody who loved the fucking comic book.
Look, I mean, and like you said, we're not going to spend a lot of time on Madam Web because it's not really worth that much talking. I will say, in reference to when I said I don't pay attention, like when a movie gets bombed in the box office or like in critics reviews and stuff like that, I do not pay attention to that. I don't pay attention to other content creators that are saying like, oh, this movie is trash, yada, yada, yada. Word of the wise, everybody, if you were interested in seeing a movie, either one, you can listen to the reviews, you can watch them, whatever it is. But all I ask is don't base your opinion off of somebody else's. And this goes through many aspects of life.
100% too, because listen, dude, I watched The Whale with Brendan Fraser.
Phenomenal.
Oh, so you watched it?
Yeah.
Oh, see, this is where I beg to differ because I feel like I wasted over, 2.5 hours of my life just watching fat Brendan Fraser sit on a fucking couch. I was so fucking mad with that movie. I expected something to be way better. And I think seeing it win all these awards and all this other, don't get it twisted. Brendan Fraser did a great job in that role. But I'm sorry, as a movie as a whole, for fucking 2.5 hours, this man just sits on his couch, and that's all I'm watching. And I do I feel like I could have fell asleep, woke up, and not even fucking missed a single thing in the story.
Well, I mean, and that's fair. But what I'm getting at is that you guys can listen to the reviews and stuff like that of any movie, any show, whatever it might be. But before you base your opinion off of that, just go watch it yourself. Form your own opinion by going and watching it yourself. That's all I ask. Because my opinion can differ from your opinion, from Zaga's opinion, from the person that's down the street's opinion. It doesn't matter. That's all I ask.
Whatever your opinion is on Dragon Ball Z Evolution, it doesn't matter. It's the worst movie in cinematic history.
And I think that's a collective, and everyone can agree to that. That movie should have never been made.
Another movie that somebody clearly didn't watch the cartoon.
Nah, not at all. But anyways, now we're moving along the track.
Speaking of cartoons and anime, I got one for you. There's a show coming out, and it comes out this week, actually. It is Avatar: The Last Airbender, based on the Nickelodeon cartoon. And so a few creators were invited to go watch the first episode, and Straw Hat saw it, and I think, did I send it to you or no?
No, but I did watch his review of it.
Now, I like his take on it because, I mean, he seems pretty positive, and I don't know if it's a good thing or if it's not. So he's saying that it's a more mature film, which we knew that wasn't a secret. It was not going to be as childish as the cartoon. But for him to say that, that they did it right, and he's like, if you enjoyed the show, you're going to like it. I don't know if I can believe him. Do you think he was just paid by the studio to say good things, or?
Well, and he said if you can get past the first 5 or 10 minutes, because that's what sets the tone of the movie or the show, he said then you're in for a treat. He said overall the show is very well put together, and it's fun. It's a lot better than what the other adaptation that came out. In full disclosure, everybody, I've never watched Avatar. I know what it is. I kind of know the characters. If you put a picture in front of me, I can tell you I've seen that person. I can't put names to faces, but I do know that it's apparently a very good show. I've never watched it. I haven't had necessarily the desire to. Maybe it'll be down the road when I watch it, but it's just not something that has grabbed my attention.
Yeah, which I can say the same thing. I can agree with you because I didn't watch it too, and until I was getting this arm tattooed. And for whatever reason, I grabbed my iPad out. I'm like, hey, let's put something on. Let's watch something. She was like, cool. I was like, what should I watch? She goes, Avatar: The Last Airbender. I'm like, what? Cartoon? I'm not watching that. She goes, what do you mean? Like, she stopped tattooing me. Shout out to Danny Ryan. She was on season 10 of Ink Master. Runner up.
Oh, shit. With Dave Navarro?
Yeah. Danny. Yeah, my tattoo artist was on Ink Master. She came in second place, which is bullshit.
Awesome.
Her piece was way better, but I could be biased. But yes, she literally stops tattooing me and goes, put it on right now. Just watch it. I finished the series the following week. Like it was that good. I was addicted to the show. I've watched it twice now in its entirety. I actually had at one point, if you go to like the old episodes, you can probably see my old Avatar: The Last Airbender Funko Pops that I had a whole setup for them. I sold them all though now. But yeah, no, I really hope it's good. I watched the M. Night Shyamalan one. M. Night Shyamalan made this movie. Yeah, I will never forgive him for that. This is a movie that's based around Asian culture, and you cast it with entirely white characters, except for the one character. He was an Indian man. And yeah, no, I couldn't forgive him for that. And then they changed his name from Aang to Ong. Why? Why would you change the name of the main character of the TV show? But yeah, I don't know. I hope it's good. It comes out, what is it? Netflix comes out on the 22nd, I believe. So later this week. And something else, actually, speaking of Asian culture, Nick, something else comes out.
Isn't it the Year of the Dragon?
I don't know. But something else comes out on Netflix. It's a show that I've told you to watch 1,001 times. And I know your ass has Netflix, so now you can watch it.
Whoa, hold it. Oh, pump the brakes there. I got rid of Netflix.
Motherfucker.
I did. I got rid of it late last year. Because fuck Netflix, for one, because they keep upping their goddamn charge. And so I was like, you know what?
I paid $25 a month for that shit.
Yeah, no, fuck that. They kept upping the price. And I'm like, no, fuck that. So I will definitely not
do you have
illegally
Max?
stream. I will definitely not illegally I don't have Max either.
Okay. Well, definitely don't illegally stream Warrior, which is coming out on Netflix.
I would never illegally stream anything.
Don't illegally stream anything. Now, with Warrior, and I've begged you to watch this before, and for those at home, if you guys actually watch our show and you got them this far, please watch this show. Just as a fan, I really need to see another season. The show is that good. I promise you'll get trapped into it. The storylines are so in-depth. I put it toe-to-toe with Game of Thrones as one of my favorite TV shows of all time.
Excluding the last 2 seasons.
I don't have a problem with the last 2 seasons of Game of Thrones.
What?
So, I got a story about this. Oh, God. All right, this should be on a But Did You Die kind of story, but it doesn't include Chris. It's just a stupid story about me. So, I was a person who did not want to watch Game of Thrones at all. I hated it. I hated the idea of it. I hated that people were so in love with it, and that's all that anybody talked about, that, oh, we can't hang out on Sunday. We got Game of Thrones. I'm like, you guys are fucking losers. And Single Tony was talking to a girl who had a boyfriend at the time, but the boyfriend was a very bad man. And so I was trying to be that guy, that friend, that, hey, if you're single, I'm here now. And she was an avid Game of Thrones fan. And I would make fun of her for it. And at some point, I was just like, you know what? Fuck it. The series finale is coming out in a week or 2 or whatever. I'm like, you know what? I'll binge it. Or it was like 3 weeks or 4 weeks, whatever. And I was like, I'll start watching it now. I'll binge the whole show and I'll get caught up to time it with the last episode. So I binged the whole show, everything like that. I've been doing good too. Girls seems to be liking me. Been hanging out. Boyfriend hasn't been around. I was like, have a chance. Here. And then the night of the finale, I watched it, right? And watched it live. I was with my family. And I shot her a text, and I was like, I can't believe they killed Daenerys. She texts back and says, I'm fucking working, asshole. Now, I am a fan I've been a fan for 4 weeks. This girl has been a fan since the show came out. And I ruined.
You probably read the books too.
She said she didn't read the books because she didn't want to spoil it for herself.
So she would have wrote this. Oh my! What? You ruined this girl's world so fast.
Oh my God! I was so I never said a word. I left. That message was sent and it was left on read. That's it.
Smart choice. Smart choice.
Nothing. I didn't say anything back. I just deleted, blocked the number, and I just disappeared. And I was like, you know what? I need to be alone. I'm going home, and I'm going to hide for a little bit. I can't, yeah, that's, I've done some really bad things. Like, I've lied. I got, like, some Barney Stinson type level shit. That, I feel like, was the worst thing I've ever done to somebody.
Actually, I can't say much. I have never ruined, because I'm a good person. I've never ruined a show or movie for anyone, because my philosophy is that if I see something before everybody else, I give you 2 weeks. 2 weeks. Catch up with it. So that way, but I'm telling you guys, the moment that second week hits, I'm dropping spoilers because they deserve to be talked about, because you've had 2 weeks to watch it. So but
See, I just like the power it gives me.
Oh yeah.
So if I know somebody really wants,
it's like blackmail.
Yeah, they haven't seen it.
It's like blackmail.
It's like, hey, dude, can you go run out real quick and grab some beers or something? What do you mean, dude? Oh, you don't want to go do that? You want to know what happened in at the end of the last Marvel movie or the last episode of Loki, or you're such a dick, dude. Done that before. Yeah, it's rude, but power.
It is. I mean, it's
dedication to the craft. I mean, like, I'll stay up until like 3-4 o'clock in the morning if I know what's coming out. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, I mean, I wake up, like, when Marvel was dropping like Loki, like, I would watch it. I would need to go to sleep because I wake up at 4 o'clock in the morning. But Marvel used to release shows like at midnight, and so knowing that I was usually getting up at 4. When I know the show dropped that same day, I was getting up at 2-3 o'clock in the morning just to watch it before getting up to go to work and stuff like that, because the internet is a dangerous place.
Yeah, you scroll and all of a sudden, boom.
Spoiler,
show's ruined.
Yeah.
I think we can end with that. I mean, I wanted to talk about the Ted TV series, but like, I was thinking about it, there's not really much to say. Like, it's exactly what I expected.
Yeah, it actually did a lot better than I anticipated, to be honest with you.
Like, to be honest with
you, it was funny. It was raunchy. It's just like the movie. I got very good Family Guy vibes from it.
Oh, 100%. And I think here's the way I think about it, right? I felt like, after watching it and everything, and this is just the way I feel, I had more of an experience with Twisted Metal and had way more fun with that than I did with Ted.
Can't wait for season 2 of that.
That's what I'm saying. Like, Ted, like, I'll watch a season 2, but like, it's not like something I'm gonna be dying to see. I really enjoyed it. I watched it. It was a quick watch. It was just really funny. Like, it's a good slapstick comedy.
It really is. And Seth MacFarlane went on record and he said that, because someone asked him, they're like, well, what's in the future for Ted? He's like, well, it's really going to depend off the audience of how season 1 does. He's like, they have like copious amounts of material to use for Ted, but he also doesn't want to oversaturate it, because like Family Guy is still going strong. It's like the next Simpsons, honestly. Like, they have another season coming out. And there's only so much that you'd actually do with Ted, for the fact of, like, I get it, they're doing this as the prequel with him and Johnny growing up and yada, yada, yada. But at some point, Johnny becomes Mark Wahlberg. And the last time we saw him and Mark Wahlberg was with Tom Brady trying to get Ted's girlfriend pregnant and stuff like that. Yeah. The golden dog.
Yep.
But, sure. Yeah, I don't know what you will use it for a little bit.
They should have come out with another movie instead of Tom Brady. They go after like Ben Affleck now.
Why Ben Affleck?
Because Ben Affleck did the Donkeys commercial. Did you not see that? Ben Affleck.
What?
It was Ben Affleck, Matt Damon, Tom Brady was also in it. It was for Dunkin' Donuts.
Oh yeah, that's a Boston thing.
Yes. Huge Boston thing. It's a very... Dude, legitimately, there is 4 Dunkin' Donuts within 5 miles of me right now.
There's one right around the corner for me.
There's 7 Dunkin' Donuts within 5 miles of me.
Did you know that I am I'm this year's old? Actually, no, I learned it late last year. I learned last year, very late, that Dunkin' Donuts is a very big Boston thing. I didn't know that. I thought it was a nationwide thing. I didn't know that it was that big.
He thought it was like America runs on Dunkin', not just Boston.
Well, apparently fucking Boston runs on fucking Dunkin'.
Yeah, dude. So like in Hartford, there's a minor league baseball stadium here, and it's a Dunkin' Donut Stadium. Like, dude, like it is a serious thing. Like, fuck Starbucks. Like, people love their Starbucks, but it's nowhere near. Like, the equivalent is like if you go to New York City, there's Starbucks on every corner. Actually, I'll even do one better. There's hot dog carts on every corner in New York City. That's the equivalent to what it's like in New England with Dunkin' Donuts.
I heard it's like a religion.
It really is, dude. And like, and they're religious to it. They're religious to it, to the fact that there's one Dunkin' Donuts here that they fuck up the orders every single time. And I know people who continue to go to it every single day. There's another Dunkin' Donuts a mile down the way. They won't do it. They'll stick to they're true to their donkeys.
Hold on. If it is such a big thing up there, I need to know if they're continuously fucking up orders and it is a religion, almost a religion up there, how do you not strive for greatness? Like, there needs to be like a staple.
It's New England.
I don't know what that means.
Oh, I mean, Tom Brady left, greatness left. It's gone.
I mean,
everything went to shit.
Well, I mean, I don't know. I feel like if I'm a staple up there for a franchise, then there's got to be a staple like the
quality control. There's no quality control here. No. It's a bunch of kids It's a bunch of kids controlling adults' days.
That's a major power right there.
That's a power move. That's what it is. It's a bunch of children who work at Dunkin' Donuts, and they are in control of every adult's day.
Oh, well.
Is your day going to start off right with the good coffee, or is it going to be a fucked up coffee and now your day is fucked?
Well, let's see. I started my day off wrong, so guess what? Your day's going to be wrong.
I hope.
God, that is just menacing.
Right?
Man, fuck y'all. I never thought about that. Fuck y'all. No. Next time someone fucks up my order, I make coffee at home, but next time someone fucks up my order when I go get coffee, that's wrong. I'm going back to the drive-thru. I'm going to tell them, like, just because you're having a bad day doesn't mean to make my day bad.
Right. You know what I'm saying? Power trip. But yeah, I think that's it for FanBoys. I got nothing else. Do you?
No, I'm really content with how today went, so.
I'm surprised. We actually stayed pretty much on course the whole time.
We did. We started off a little wobbly. We had like new baby deer legs starting out, per usual, but we bounced back.
We did. All right, y'all.
We're like herpes.
What?
We're like herpes. We come back.
God damn. That was. Is that why you're wrong? Is that why you're single?
No, I'm clean.
All right, y'all. My social battery is empty. So I love y'all. Thank y'all for tuning in to FanBoys. If you listened for the hour that we've been recording, God bless your soul. You're a genuine sweet person, and we love y'all. Appreciate
America's built on your backs.
Yes. America may run on Dunkin', but the NFA runs on you guys. I'm making that a shirt. I'm making an NFA Dunkin' shirt, son. That's it, dog.
I swear to God, if we get sponsored by Dunkin' Donuts,
I'm trying. Look, I got product placement. Boom, circle. Get a circle bottle. Use my referral code that I don't have.
I can't wait for the day we have referral codes.
Oh, maybe one day. But until then, I'm out. Peace.
Later, guys.